The depthing of the pallets was rather difficult to see on the camera, but the bottom line really is to make sure that you have safe drop, and then check the wheel all the way around to make sure that the drops are safe all the way around. What you might not realise yet is that when you adjust the distance of centres between the escape wheel and the pallets, or in other words, adjust the depth, you'll find that when you increase and decrease the distance of centres, you affect both drops always, but one drop can be affected more than the other drop. So this is why I always start off with the pallets adjusted deeply into the escape wheel, and then back them off, keeping the pallet cock parallel, to get the minimum or the safe drop of 1 degree, and I'm aiming for that on both pallets. But if ever you're adjusting pallets and you find one drop to be close to 1 degree and the other drop quite excessive, remember it is possible that by altering the depth that one drop will be altered more than the other. Anyway, that's now okay. So I would oil the pallets now with a little light oil, and then replace the suspension spring. So hook on the suspension rod, place the suspension rod over the crutch, upright, pop the suspension spring between the cheeks and the pallet cock, and then replace pin that holds the suspension spring. And secure. The suspension spring should be free, but no play. That's okay. Remember always to put a drop of oil here and here. This is because the pallets and the suspension, or the pendulum suspension rod, swing about different centres. So in fact there is friction between the crutch and the suspension rod. Clearance is given to accommodate that movement, and it will require a little bit of light oil. Now we're ready for the casing. Just before casing, I want to put the hammer arbor back on. Secure that. And putting the clock back in the case is quite simple, but particularly if you've had the cannon pinion off and replaced, you may well find that when the hand is put on the square after casing, you may find that the clock is released for chiming, or the strike train is released for striking hour. You may find that doesn't occur actually at the hour, and if that's the case, what you do is you remove